Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. How is it going? Hope you guys are doing good. And welcome to our midnight stream. We are here early this time around. We actually got ready a lot earlier. Mostly because we didn't have to have two computers on this time because we're all playing this from both the streaming from the same PC. Usually when we're doing on nights like this, we usually have our either our Elgato going, but this time around, we are testing some stuff out. And usually, when it comes to 3DS stuff, I usually, because we've tested this before with the setup, we've had no issue streaming and recording at the same time, playing 3DS on our main computer. So I figured it was a safe bet. Plus, we need it to be like this because it's the only way this setup and test is going to work. It's a really cool. I plan on taking a picture of the setup because I worked very hard on getting the setup to look just right for this. It's gonna look so cool. I had this idea when I realized you can split have two different windows for both the top and bottom screen of the 3DS on Citra. And because I have essentially a drawing tablet, this is gonna be great because I've tested this before. Hey Jedi, welcome in. Thank you for the bits. Get you a shout out. Yeah, we're essentially we're not playing blueprints today. This is going to be a test stream, and what we're testing is how well this works. Because I've tested how well this works when it's just the straight up Wi-Fi without streaming. It works fine. There are some issues with some connections, but that is just from when we're in loading screens and like scene transitionings. It decides to hiccup, but it's negligible, which is amazing, and it's actually more stable than I was expecting it to be. And what brought this all on is because I have like this Wi-Fi extender down here, which made it a lot more feasible for me to use this. And I'll go into detail here in a moment on what we're going to be doing. And when we're doing it, I'm going to take a picture of the setup to show you guys what it's going to look like on my end. Oh, shit. I knew I forgot to do something. Okay, so there's going to be a little, like I said, test stream. There's going to be some setup. I forgot I had to set something up on the 3DS side because it's been so long. I have to blow the dust off that and reset some of the, camera angle, cropping of like the video because it was off kilter when I tested this last. So I do have to fix that. I just realized I was like, shit, I knew I forgot something. I'm super tired. Wanted to say hi. Love you. I'll keep you on my phone. Alrighty, Jedi. Yeah, I understand. I know you were saying you were tired earlier. You were going to crash early on your stream. It's all good. I understand. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. And yeah, thank you for the lurk. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic sleep and get a lot of rest. Hell yeah. I'm now realizing I forgot to shout out. How did I forget to do the motions for that? What the hell is wrong with me? There we go. Don't know why I forgot to do that. There we go. Anyway, alrighty, so yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see what this is going to look like. I tested this with like the game because one of the games that I've heard would be very difficult to stream is like that one. Okay, it's not new, but it was back on the 3DS when they made a Kid Icarus game. I think it's Kid Icarus Uprising. I tested that because you need to use the stylus on the bottom screen, and because I had a drawing tablet and I could split the thing, I tested it on there and it worked beautifully. It did have some hiccups, with like some stuttering, but it was negligible. And the more I played it, the less it happened. And if we have no issues with streaming at the same time and casting it at the same time, this may be our go-to way of playing most story-based 3DS games. Mine is Pokemon. Pokemon has to be played on the main computer because it needs to connect to PokeLink because it's just the easiest way. Plus PokeLink, we may do a Nuzlocke soon because PokeLink, actually, we may actually do a Nuzlocke as our next thing. This has been a bit. We haven't done a Nuzlocke in so long. I think last a year. It's been a year since we've done a Nuzlocke. Technically, we've played Pokemon in November, but it was only for like a month. I feel like it's too soon to play Pokemon is the thing too. But we're not even close to being at that point where we have to make the decision yet, and we will make the decision when we get closer. to the end of this current game we're playing, because that is definitely on the burner, especially like Fire Red or Leaf Green or Nuzlocke. Now I do plan on getting, because they did announce that they were releasing for like $20 each Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch. I do plan on getting it on there, but if we do the Nuzlocke, we will not be playing it to the Switch. I enjoy randomizing the encounters too much. And with all the, I enjoy the enhancements of randomizing a Pokemon game too much to play the vanilla game. With knowing where the encounters are, I like not knowing what we're going to run into. It makes it a lot more entertaining and a lot more interesting. We will change how we randomize things for that, but yeah, but that one, again, even though it is a handheld game, but we don't have to worry about grinding in the game, because I always use the rare candy stuff because of burnout I had back when we played Soul Silver, which we do I plan on Nuzlocking that again, because we never really finished it. I want to beat Silver or Red or whatever his name is. Yeah, Red. Because I never got to that part because I got burnt out after beating Blue. In like in the Kanto region in the second part of that game. We'll go back to that though at some point. In fact, we may actually just start playing those, Nuzlocking those in order, because I do want to start with Fire Red, because believe it or not, I know some of you guys may not know this, and I know I'm getting off track here, but Pokemon has been on my brain because of the anniversary, and I'm excited to see what else they're going to announce. I don't like that they're $20 per game on there. I mean, honestly, I know why people are mad about it, but at the same time, that's incredibly cheap. I mean, how much were here? How much were Fire Red and Leaf Green when they first came out? They were $40 each back when it was new. So when you think about it, you're getting them for 50. I don't know why people are mad about it, because they were $40 each back when they came out. They literally are selling them for 50% off. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, I think people are mad because when they did it on the Virtual Console for the Gen 1 and 2, the original Gen 1 and 2, on the 3DS, or the new 3DS, I think it was playable on both the new one and the older one, or the original. But they were like $10 there, which was fine. That was fine. But for some reason, people are mad that it's $20 each on the Switch 2. It doesn't make sense to me, because that's like 50% off of their original price. In all honesty. In fact, you get both of them for like the original price for getting one of them. It's weird. I get it. People are rightfully angry at Nintendo for being greedy. So any decision they make in terms of pricing and not putting it on their Nintendo Online stuff and just selling it separately, I can understand. But at the same time, the price is not that bad. It's not, it's in my opinion, fair, even though it's older stuff. By that logic, paying $10 on the 3DS for that old stuff, for the old generations, is would also be too much when you think about it from that logic standpoint. But then again, there's only so cheap you can make a game. But yeah, so I'm not mad about the pricing. I may get them. Honestly, I'll probably get Fire Red first, and not when it comes out, obviously, because I'm currently saving, and I don't plan on playing them yet, but I do plan on getting them for that. But if we do Nuzlocke those games, we will not be playing the Switch versions, because I enjoy randomizing the games too much to play the vanilla game, in my opinion. I would rather randomize them and play them with like PokeLink, so I don't know what the encounters are going to be. But yeah, that's a future thing. But yeah, I am excited. Don't know. I mean, I get why people are mad, but at the same time, for that price, now if they were selling them for $40 each, yeah, that would be outrageous. That would absolutely be outrageous if it was $40 each. But considering they are $20 each and they were 40 bucks each when they first came out back in 2005. I want to say it was, or 2006. I don't remember when. Um, yeah, it it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's a 50% discount on the original game price. So, gotta be honest. At first, I was a little. I was like, "Oh, that's a lot for that." But then I did look up, and I had to double check because I could have sworn it was. But back then, it was a Christmas present, so I didn't know what the original price was. Actually, funnily enough, I think Emerald was cheaper back then. Emerald, I think I bought was the first Pokemon game I bought with my own money, or Christmas money, I should say. Something that wasn't bought for me as a gift, and it was like 35 bucks brand new. 35 bucks brand new, and it so it was $5 cheaper than the remakes of Gen 2, or sorry, Gen 1. But yeah, anyway, I got off track there with Pokemon and stuff, but we'll get back to the what we're doing with the 3DS here in a second. But yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Day. I don't know. It is this week. The thing is, here, one second. I know the Pokemon Presents, because they had made rules for it as well for Pokemon Presents, so you can co-stream it. I gotta figure out when they're doing it, because if it's during, when is the Pokemon Presents presentation? Nice try. Oh, it's on Friday. Oh, okay. It's Friday morning at 9 a.m. A day I don't stream. Hey, Grease, welcome in, dude. How's it going? You almost got me with the jump scare. I'm doing good, and thank you so much for the sub, dude. Holy shit. We just shout out real quick. I am doing good. I'm just talking about the Pokemon remakes for Gen 1. Well, not remakes. Pokemon re-releases on the Switch 2. Or the Switch, I should say. It's not just the Switch 2. It's actually on both systems. Yeah, I was talking about how it didn't make sense. I was talking about how it was like the why people are upset about, or my opinion on the pricing issue, and then the Pokemon Presents thing on Friday. I may, depending on what time I wake up and if I'm able to avoid spoilers, I may actually record a video of my reaction to Pokemon Presents. We will see. It depends on when I wake up and how much energy I have on Friday. But yeah, I'm glad it's in the morning though, so that's nice. Reese is tired. I am tired too. I understand that feeling. But yeah, I was just saying, I don't know why people are mad about the pricing for it, because it is 50% off of its original price from back in the day. And I looked it up just to confirm. It was 40 bucks per game back when it was new, which ironically was more expensive than Pokemon Emerald, which was only by $5, but still. So the fact that they're releasing it at $20 on the Switch and Switch 2 is not that bad. That's a 50% discount. But yeah. So yeah, in my opinion, that's not a greed thing. That's a fair price point. I mean, I get it. The argument of like, oh, it's old stuff. You're buying nostalgia, but looking back at the original price, it's 50% off. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. But I'm looking forward to Pokemon Presents. What's the word? But yeah, I'm hoping they announce. I don't know if they will, because it's so close to because it's only been a few months since Pokemon Legends ZA release, so I don't know if they're going to announce a new thing yet. But I'm hoping they announce. There's definitely gonna be a lot of their mobile app trailers. Definitely a lot of mobile app trailers. They have GBA emulators, so why not? Yes, that is something I am actually a little miffed about when it comes to that. Is that they could have put it on there. That part is like, yeah, that part is the thing that doesn't make sense versus the price of it. They had to put into the separately due to the fighting and trading online stuff. Yeah, Champions looks interesting. I'm sure they're going to announce updates for their mobile game stuff, Pokemon Sleep, Home, Cafe, all that stuff. Champions does look interesting. Oh, they're probably going to announce. They're probably going to bring up more information on that separate Pokemon. I think I don't know. Was it Champions? You know what? Yeah, Champions. Yes, yes. Actually, that was. I was thinking for some reason. I was thinking of Pokemon Master EX. I thought you were talking about the mobile app for a second there, but I forgot it is Champions. So yeah, they may bring that up because it's been a while since we've heard about that, and so that might be a good chunk of the of the presentation because that's one of their next newest titles that they announced, but they never came out with yet. I think we may see a teaser for the new. Probably we're probably going to see title drops for Gen 10. Not a full on trailer, but we're going to see title drops most likely. And I'm hoping it is because I've heard rumors that it is like a seafaring adventure, like Wind Waker. And if that is the case, and if they can, I mean, we know Game Freak can cook because we saw that the Beast of Incarnation or Reincarnation looks amazing. And now that we know they can cook, they have no excuse for making a subpar looking Pokemon game like ever again because of that one game they decided to put their resources in. The One Piece, yeah, the Pokemon the One Piece edition. I've really been talking for 20 minutes. Holy shit! The Pokemon is real. The Poke Piece is real. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It is on Friday morning. We're probably not gonna stream it because I don't want to do 2 morning streams in a row, honestly. So I may just enjoy that offline, or I may record for it. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I will know when I wake up that morning. Oh man. Oh man, what else? But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I'll be honest. Okay. Looking back at Pokemon ZA, I do like that game. I do like it. But it was no Legends Arceus. I will be honest. Like it had a nice story, but the story felt like there was a lot of cool moments, but I felt like it was just too short. The story, it's, I mean, Pokemon isn't exactly known for its Oscar-winning writing, except for that one time. But to release a game once a year, so in their defense, they actually had time. They could make Pokemon better. Yeah, I'm hoping Nintendo sees Beast of Reincarnation as like, hey, why can't you guys do that? And then hopefully that gives them a foothold to maybe argue for. Actually, that's a good point. Do they release once a year Pokemon? I could have sworn they skipped. I could have sworn they skipped a year. Is that you fight the same 7 guys like 2, 3 times exactly? Yeah. Fun story. That's why we didn't get into the DLC. I was just burnt out. Because A, we marathon that in like a month, and B, I felt like I got what I wanted out of the game. Also, there was just a lot of letdowns in terms of like plot points, like with I can't remember her name, Tawny, like her origin or her like reason she was. It was kind of a. That was kind of like a okay, I guess. Yeah, the fact that they had the bright idea of having everything rendered all at once, which is why it had freaking frame issues. Although, ironically, the more you played it, the longer you played it, the less issues there were. Yeah, that's why I haven't touched the DLC. I haven't felt like playing it, honestly. I enjoyed it as a game. It was fun, but I got what I wanted out of it. And I had a fun. I'd say a solid 7 out of 10, honestly. Solid 7 out of 10. Because I did have fun with it. Yes, that too. But I'm really hoping that Beasts of Reincarnation is a wake up call to Nintendo. Yeah, I don't think they released once a year, did they? Because I could have sworn they took like 2 years to release. Unless they count mobile games. I don't know. Actually, yeah, let's look this up. How long? Actually, what came first? Was it Scarlet Violet first, or was it Arceus first? Gotta see. What came out first, Scarlet Violet or Arceus? That doesn't count the mainline ones. Yeah. Although I feel like it's longer for like mainline titles. Okay, so if we're just going by mainline titles, um, how long did it take for Game Freak to release Pokemon Scarlet Violet after Pokemon Sword and Shield? 3 years. Okay, so they had so it was a 3-year cycle. Yeah, mainline ones. Yeah. And between Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet, they released Legends. So yeah, actually, did Legends come out? Oh, sorry, I probably should specify which one. Did Legends Arceus come out before or after Scarlet Violet? Before. Okay, before. How long after Legends Arceus did Scarlet Violet release? Let's see. Just under 10 months. Oh, well, okay. Well, there's that. There goes that theory. Multiple smaller side games. Yeah. Because I know Legends was their most it was their most notable side thing outside of Rangers and Coliseum, I want to say. Oh yeah, Mystery Dungeon. Although I wouldn't count that. Mystery Dungeon's cool and all, but they haven't made a good mystery. I mean, they remade a good Mystery Dungeon game, which looked fantastic, but they haven't made a good Mystery Dungeon game in years. But yeah, 10 months. Just 10 months after Legends Arceus they released Scarlet Violet. So yeah, that had to have been made at the same time. Interesting. So yeah, I'm trying to think what side games and spin-offs happened between Scarlet and Violet, and aside from Arceus, because I think that, well, I guess they were making that at the same time. Yeah, Nintendo really's got to let up the reins on Pokemon and let them just do their own thing. Like I said, I'm really hoping Beasts of Reincarnation is a wake up call to Nintendo, being like, yeah, they can cook. Please let them cook. you know. Although I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure that the mobile games are handled by a different developer outside of Game Freak. I don't know how much Game Freak is involved with those, because I think they get other studios to work on that. Oh, I guess, you know what? I guess Pokemon Unite is also counts, but I think that's also is not handled by Game Freak directly. I don't know for sure though. But yeah, um, yeah, I could talk about Pokemon all night. But before because we are a little late getting started here because I lost track of time talking about it. Few announcements before I explain what we're doing tonight. This week should be normal streams today, Thursday, and Saturday. Will be our stream times this Saturday. It's going to be an evening stream because I'm pretty sure because this last weekend didn't go as planned because but there was a different there was a different progress happened outside of what I wanted to get done this weekend. Let's just put it that way. Essentially, in the basement where I live, me and my dad literally just tore through it and threw out a bunch of shit, made it look nice. Took us the morning, but we got it done. Well, and this week, well, we got most of it done. Next weekend, we may be doing more, but it depends. It's up to my dad because I don't know what his plan is or if we are doing that. But if we are doing that, that means stream won't be until the evening that day. When I say evening, I'd say about, because it really only took us for what we got done. We got the majority of it done. And it only took us until like 2 o'clock. We started at like 9:10, and we got done by like, we started at 11 because we were going to start at 9, but we started at 11. We got done like 2, and we got the majority of it done. So it shouldn't take any longer than that this time around because we're going to the crawl space next. Ow. Hey, buddy. How's it going? We're going to see the release order. Oh, thank you, Grease. Actually, that's very helpful. Let's see. All right, Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon. Okay, I mean, I don't know if I count Ultra Sun and Sun and Moon in their variants because that's the usual. Oh, I forgot about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Oh wow, yeah. I did not realize how I did not realize how close. Wait, wasn't Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl like done by a separate company or handled? What were they handled by? I think it was handled. Either way, that is a oof. Yeah, they need to let Game Freak breathe. So yeah, I'm really hoping Beasts of Reincarnation does really well, is really good, because Nintendo needs to be like, hey, we need to let them cook a little longer on these games. Because they don't need to do a Pokemon release every year. You know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. It's not going to lose popularity. I mean, just look at Digimon. And Digimon Time Stranger, all those like games, they don't come out every year, and they do pretty damn well in terms of like oops, sorry, buddy. In terms of sales, you know? And hell, if you make people wait longer between releases for Pokemon, you're more likely to get more sales when you think about it. Although they probably don't care because people are, yeah. Moon, it took Pokemon at least 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, I just saw that pop up in real time. There it goes. Yeah, that makes more. That's a much nicer. Oh yeah, that is. It really took 2 years for them to make Platinum. I thought that came out the same year. Huh. Yeah, yeah. They really need to go back to that because that was back when they were making good games. Oh, yep. This would explain why X and Y dropped off. That was when they did like every year they made a release. They took their time on Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, gonna be honest, didn't like when it first came out. I do kind of like it now, though. It is it's one of those acquired taste games. I didn't like that the new gym system, but damn, that game was the last challenging Pokemon game that actually made you need to think about the fights you're in. But yeah, they need to go back to that schedule where it's just it doesn't need to be every year. It needs to be like every 2 or 3 years you release a Pokemon game. That gives people time with the current one and be able and build anticipation for the next one. Give them at least 2 or 3 years, they can actually make it look and feel better. Exactly, yeah. But here's hoping. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, Beast of Reincarnation. I'm rooting for that game. Because that game does well. Hopefully, Nintendo will see. Oh yeah, maybe. Although I fear that that may not be the case. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But yeah. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Not a bad distraction, but good distraction. But I need a. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, this Saturday, stream's gonna be in the afternoon, late afternoon, late to early afternoon, mid afternoon, we should say. Um, So, because I may be doing some cleaning or the rest of the cleaning down in the basement, because we're prepping it so we can install new floors because it's just concrete right now that's painted blue and it looks not great. Because you can see every foot. Because here's the thing: when we painted it blue, it looked amazing, but we did not realize how visible every stain would become because we had 2 cats at the time, and I still have 1 cat, and he tracks kitty litter dust. Ah, you little shit. Hey, buddy. Speaking of which, uh, everywhere, and you can't get it out, no matter how hard you try. Trust me, I've tried. It does not work. You just see little paw prints. It's not a good look. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, other than that, this is gonna be a normal stream week. So hell yeah. And other than that, no other real announcements. The 6-year anniversary stream is coming up in the 21st. It's going to be that Saturday. I'm still thinking of what we're gonna do. Definitely party games. Definitely just chilling with chat. Gonna try to do a 12-hour stream, noon to midnight. Gonna try that. It's gonna be the 21st of March. At the moment, that is the plan. But I gotta figure out the logistics of it and figure out what I'm gonna be doing and all that stuff. Um, Trying to think what else. I think that's the only big event coming up, and we're gonna actually celebrate the stream anniversary on the day, or not the day, it's the day before the day, but actually during the not in the summer, because in the summer it gets a lot more hectic. I feel like I would love to try to do a midnight, sorry, a 24-hour stream. I find that when I plan for a 24-hour stream, I can't do it that well. But when I don't plan, like for example, when we were doing that, if you guys remember a while ago, um, we did with Casey a 24-hour or attempted a 24-hour stream of Sonic Adventure 2 with the Chow Garden. Um, if it wasn't for the fact that I had to work that day, it would have been a 24-hour stream because I felt like I could have done it. But the next time I tried it, it ended up with me having a hard time staying awake. But here's the thing, that always happened during the summer, but that's the only time I can do it, you know? It's the only time that makes sense, anyway. But it all depends. I'm getting old. Getting harder to do that. But 12 hours I can absolutely do. That's easy. But we'll have to see how it feels and story, but visual isn't the only thing that makes it a game. Exactly. That's what I mean. I'm hoping that the game is good. Like actually good. Not just good looking. That's a bonus. But actually good. Combat wise and all that. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. I didn't mean I hope the game looks good, because I hope they succeed because it looks good. I meant that in like as in I hope it plays good. I hope it looks good. It does look good. I mean, we could see that. I hope it plays good, and I hope it has good mechanics and a decent story. It doesn't have to be Shakespearean. I mean, heck, look at it could be atmospheric. It could like tell the story like a Dark Souls game, where it's just the environment tells the story. Which honestly, Game Freak is really good at. Kinda, they're actually kind of decent. Like the old Game Freak, anyway, was really good at telling the story through the environment. Like because a lot of background things were happening in the old Pokemon games. Oh yeah. I just wanted to clarify, just in case there was confusion. Um, yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, the anniversary stream. I can't believe we've been streaming for 6 years already. Where's it 5 years? I don't know anymore. Because we started in 2020, like early 2020, March 22nd of 2020 to be exact. Even though I went back and looked at the Twitch stat thing, and it doesn't say it anymore. So I think it has a limit to how far I can look back, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so March 22nd of 2020, and that was year 0, technically. So 20 to 2021 was year 1. 2021 to 2022, 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024. 2020. Okay, I did some bad math there. 2020 to 2021, first year. 2021 to 2022, second year. 2022 to 2023, third year. 2024 to 2024. Well, I'm seeing where I'm going here. I think I know where I'm messing up. 2020 to 2021. 2021 to 2022. 2022 to 2023. 2023 to 2024. 2024 to 2025. 2025 to 2026. Yep, 6 years. So I had to make sure because year 0 is technically a thing. Yeah. So yeah, we've going. This is our 6th year anniversary. Like, where they randomly put ruins, or why there were beasts sealed and locked away compared to exactly. Like the Reggies were at least. I mean, granted, the Reggies were. Here's the thing. Yeah, the Reggies were at least in the game, in the background. They had nothing to do with the story, but they were there. You literally had, and apparently, I just found this out today. Apparently, they had a Braille library translator at the back of like the Ruby and Sapphire game manuals, which I did not know about because I printed out the Braille to English library just to translate those walls. Ah, man, good times. I didn't even play the DLC for Scarlet Violet. I didn't. I tried, but I just wasn't motivated to play the DLC. I wanted to, but I mean, the story for Scarlet Violet was pretty good, in my opinion. Wait, Scarlet Violet? What am I saying? Am I saying Scarlet Violet? Yeah, yeah, Scarlet Violet. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, brain tired. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just wish they went more on the time travel or the timeline aspect of it because they just let that like fade into the background. They didn't really do a lot with the timeline thing. I feel like they could have explored that a lot more. Hell, they had a perfect chance to have time travel happen. Honestly, like actual time travel. Like, how did that machine work? Why was it doing that? What was it really? Kind of thing. But yeah. I think the last good DLC for Pokemon game was Pokemon Sword and Shield second DLC. I think it was the last time they had a good DLC. But anyway, sorry. I'll talk about Pokemon in a second. Oh man, sorry, my brain's sidetracked. So yeah, trying to think, is there any announcements? 21st is going to be a 6-year anniversary. Exactly. Like those made no sense in Scarlet Violet. Like those legendaries that were hidden away. Honestly, they should have been part of the story. Honestly, I mean, they could have easily done that. But yeah. So yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted on the anniversary stream. Don't know what we're doing yet, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. What else? I think that's all the announcements we have. But yeah, before we actually get into this, I do want to explain what we are doing tonight and what we're testing. Essentially, it's a stress test to see how well it handles when I'm both streaming and casting from my 3DS to my computer. Because it takes up. Now, granted, the 3DS uses a 2.4 gigahertz connection, which is very stable, versus the Ethernet connection, which we're using for streaming and all that stuff. So I don't think it's going to take too big of a hit. I want to see if there's any like interference, how long it will go. So it's not going to be a very long stream tonight because I want to see, because if it can even last like an hour and a half, 2 hours, that's perfect. Because there are some 3DS games I would love to play, and some of them are grindy, and it would be very nice if I could have them because because I'll go with the reason why, because I can because the save data gets saved to the 3DS. So if I need to grind anything out, I can just turn on my 3DS to do that, and then cast it to my computer, and it will be where we leave off. It's freaking amazing. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how it affects it, but we'll go into detail on how this works. So essentially, I do have a modded 2DS. I've got a new 2DS Pokeball edition, which I got like right when it came out. Loved it. All right, buddy, stop jumping on me because I will not get clawed up tonight. In fact, I may have to go get some pajama pants so he doesn't. 1 second. BRB. I'm wearing shorts right now, and he's scratching my legs and he jumps on me. I am getting. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Getting paranoid that he's going to jump on me without me realizing it, and then just scratch at my legs again. Yeah. We had our random mythicals in the past, like Heatran and Gen 4, but they at least had events and backstory on why they were in the areas they're in. Heatran is the volcano because he melts things, etc. But the 4 sealed beasts are just there to collect. Exactly. Heck, I don't even think I bothered opening those. I think I got my first one because because it had like the shiny mystery gifts. Yeah, they didn't even make a Pokemon movie of Scarlet and Violet because it was a post-Ash Ketchum world. Yeah, so just to go a little detail on what we're doing today, got a modded new 2DS. Honestly, it's a lot better to do this on that because it has a stronger Wi-Fi chip, relatively speaking, and a stronger processor, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking, it's not much, but you know, maybe a little bit helps when it's a 3DS. But yeah, and what we're using on it is called Arctic base. It is the next best thing next to a capture, like a physical capture card in it, which is expensive and nigh impossible to find. And I really wish I could get one of those because that'd be really cool. Because then I could do that to DS games. But sadly, you cannot cast DS games, only 3DS games. But DS games are easy enough to play on a computer, handheld, etc. What have you. But yeah, so it's called Arctic base. It casts your data. It turns your 2DS, 3DS into a server that casts it to a branch or a root of Citra, which can't remember the exact name of it, but I got my hands on it on here. And we have that opened up technically. Yeah. Where is it? I know we have it on here. I know I didn't X out. I minused out. There you are. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're going to move this up a little bit. There we go. Actually, can I pin that to the taskbar? Nope, it's already pinned. All right. Works like the other Citra we have on here, but we don't have to really do a lot of setup. And the best part is, when we do get this set up and active, the way it works, well, I honestly don't know how it works. It just uses the 3DS as a server. It'd be a little laggy, some lag. Load times are a little extra. We're not playing any online games, so it's not that big a deal. And it's really cool. I tried this a while back when I first found out about it, like a year ago, but I didn't have a Wi-Fi extender down here. And it works best if you're close to the Wi-Fi router. So it'd work better if I was upstairs, but because I have the very powerful Wi-Fi 6E extender down here from TP-Link, not sponsored, but you know, it is connected with an Ethernet cable. It is extending the signal to it, which is just not as good as if I was right next to the router, but pretty damn good this time around. I did test it for like an hour off stream, but I really want to stress test it on stream. So yeah, so we get it casted. So there's going to be a lot of like delay. We gotta get so yeah. But yeah, I also realized that we are also testing another thing, which worked really well, is I have the drawing tablet and my main monitor, and they're next to each other, almost in the 3DS like fashion or DS fashion, and it's sadly not a touchscreen display tablet or drawing tablet. But hey, we got a very massive stylus, and I tested it, and it works really well. Thank you for the alert, Grease. Very nice chat. Buddy. Come on, man. But yeah. Oh. And sleep well. Don't stay up to it. I won't. This is going to be a very short stream. Like an hour and a half. Grease. Will do. Will do. I won't stand just yet because I have to do some setup. But once we start playing a game, I will stand. I will definitely redeem that, or I'll definitely honor that. And stretch. Very well. Will do. Will do. But thank you, Grace. It was a very nice chat with you. And thank you so much for the lurk, dude. Sorry if I was distracted between going back and forth between that and trying to explain the stuff because I lost track of time. I was trying to do both at once. Oh, man. But yeah, so, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to move on over. So it's going to be a very scuffed today. So we're going to press the record button and we're just going to switch on over the 3DS layout and we're going to set it up here in real time. In fact, I got to make that bigger. I got to use this setup more because I love, I do love how this works because I think we played Yu-Gi-Oh on it once. I think, yeah, we played that Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's Stardust Accelerator, I believe. And honestly, it worked very well. I liked it, and it looked really cool. At least to me. So yeah, we got to figure out the dimensions, the cropping, but to do that, we need to, we do need to get up because the cropping was a little off. So this is going to be like a lot of testing. So it's going to be a very impromptu, very casual stream, honestly, which will go into like 2 in the morning because I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning. So 2-ish is when we're going to wind down. I'm trying to get my cat not to jump on me because I need my hands right now. But yeah, so bear with me as we set this up. And yeah, so it's going to be very, very scuffed today. Very scuffed stream. But before this to work, we need to get this to cast. We got to open up Arctic base. We're not going to use, let's see, launch. So it is a little bit of a slow process. Like if we were to, oh, that's right. 0, perfect cut stream to the ace, into the ether. Yeah, but with that Doppler effect scream. Dude, I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping because of that game that they're going to release Not Hack Link over here. Because apparently that's also a sequel. I'm wondering where this takes place in that universe. Or what timeline it is in. Alright, so we're going to load up a game. I think we'll go with the new Super Mario Bros. 2 because I think it'll be simple enough for what we needed to do. It'll allow us to crop the screen a little better. Yep, and then all we gotta do is go up to File and connect to Arctic base. Oh god, forgot about that. Forgot about that part. You guys saw nothing. Alright, there it goes. Oh, there's the other half of that. Put that down there. The load times do take a little bit, and we're not in full screen yet. This seems to be struggling a little bit, but it does that when it's loading scenes. There we go. You guys are only going to see the top half here for a moment. Where's the music? We gotta turn that off. Or pause it. There we go. We gotta turn that down a little bit because Jesus. There we go. Nice to see the audio is working. And I don't know how it works, but they somehow made it so. But yeah, I'm a dummy. I forgot to do this we're gonna go into studio mode so I can do this. Because we gotta crop this a little better. Let's see, we need. I said stay in studio mode. There we go. F11. There we go. I'm going to do that for the bottom one too. Full screen. I'm going to take a picture of this because I want you guys to see. I'm going to post it in Discord. Link is bad, like really bad. A large majority of the fan base does not believe it existed. Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with here, or how I have this set up as well in Discord later. Yeah, so that's yeah. All right, so we gotta, and I don't know how it upscales because it makes it look really good. Like I don't know how Citra's able to do that. Yeah, I gotta remember how this. Okay, let's see. We have to. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Top screen, bottom screen. Bottom screen needs to be. See, I believe it's properties. Needs to be the other screen. There we go. We just need to crop it better because it's a larger screen size, so we got to recrop it. I think we'll start with the bottom one because it's not a moving screen. Here, let's... Well, just turn it off, see how that looks. We're just going to delete that. We're just going to add a new filter. There we go. Ultimately, as long as it's running and we're streaming at the same time and it doesn't... Like, because the best part is, like, the Archbase has, like, a tracker in KBS. Do, 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 do. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I had to look up something. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Okay, there's no... Okay. Even the die hacks. There's... Okay, okay. That's probably why they didn't... I just kept hearing it's like the culminate. It's technically the 3rd series, and it's like the culmination. So I... Okay, okay. So it's at least good to know that people did not like it, I guess. This... We gotta do the cropping. Let's see here. 400? No, not 400. 200? Almost. 250. A little larger. It's hard to tell. Alright, 250, maybe a little too big. There we go. 242. Just over there. 242. There we go. That's interesting. I don't know how much you guys are seeing right now. Actually, there's no reason to be in studio mode. There's absolutely no reason to be in studio mode. We gotta shrink this. There we go. You guys are getting a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at how this works. I'd say, yeah, I'd say that's nice because sometimes there's black bars around it. Now we just gotta do the top, which has to change dramatically. This is so cool. I was actually looking up like portable or smaller portable like touchscreen monitors that were cheap, and I was like, wait a minute, I have this freaking like drawing tablet that's collecting dust. That's it's a perfect stylus. It'll work. And I got the idea from when I was like when I was testing this out that you can separate the top and bottom screen into 2 windows. I was like, oh my god, that's great. Had to play on the same computer it's running from, but still. All right, we gotta. Nope, nope, that is right. No, we need filters. Filters. Best to delete and to start fresh. because there is some parts that need it. Let's see, crop and pad. Yep. Let's see. Let's try 100. I don't think we have to. Yeah, let's make that a little bigger so I can see it. Yeah, if anyone was wondering how we get screens to be cropped and stuff like that, yeah, it's literally a filter in OBS under filters. I think that's... Nope, that's too much. Maybe 50. Oh, perfect. It's right on the border. There we go, 56. There we go. This is the hard part. I need a little more screen real estate. There we go. Ooh, I gotta cheat a little here. There we go. Kinda? Wait a minute. Basically ruined a lot of character arcs, and like, imagine a fanfic AU of the Dynax series where every character is a caricature of their personality. For example, Haseo is an aggressive edgelord, and Kite is a naive character that doesn't know anything, etc., etc. Okay. Needs up a pixel. Got it. I'm still messing with it. I was just reading the chat. Oh, let's see. Oh, come on. Eh. It sounds like black bar. I think that's just part of the DS itself. But yeah, welcome in, Tara. How's it going? Welcome to the test stream. We're currently testing the Arctic base and how it works with streaming and casting to my computer at the same time. Yeah, that black bar is always there. Okay, I may have to remove that at some point, but as long as it's an approximation. There we go. I think that'll do for now because this is just going to be a test. I'll tweak it a little better later because, yeah, that black line is actually just a part of the image. I got to maybe fix that. Maybe re-edit it. Needs to be a little more balanced. Like the bottom one is a lot more balanced than the top for that. Alrighty, I think that'll do for now. Perfect. I should have done this before stream, but I forgot about it. Some BG? What is the back? Oh, background. Background? Let's look closer to this. Let's see. Some background. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I see the top screen's doing that. The bottom screen, I don't think the bottom screen is. I think I get... Oh, I see it. There we go. It was very slim. There we go. That'll be a good approximation. Yeah, thank you, Tara. Yeah, I think I may have fixed the bottom one. Let's see. Yes, I did. I think. Yeah, right around there. All right. That should be good for our purposes because we are just stress testing it today and seeing if it can at least last a couple hours. Hopefully. And we're just going to test it with this the platformer because it's just the easiest thing to test it with. Yeah, 'cause I don't think we're going to need a stylus for this. Yeah. Yeah, but thank you, Tara. Yeah, we're currently testing Arctic base, which, because I had a modded 2DS, or new 2DS, I should say, specifically the Pokeball edition. Had this really cool casting feature because I've always wanted to do it like this, where it was a lot easier because it was so difficult, like dealing with stuff, especially after they shut it down. But then I found out about this, and it wasn't feasible until now because I was as far away from the router as I possibly could be. Oop, let's see. Yep, I think we fixed that. Did you just take that picture now, or was this before when you saw it? Because I think we fixed it now. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think that may have. Okay. Before. Okay. Okay. There we go. But yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a bit of a scuffed stream, but it's gotta be done to test it. But alrighty, solo. And the coolest part is you can upscale. Like one of the cooler parts is you can upscale, even just casting from the 3DS to Citra. You can upscale with Citra's like bonus stuff, or however I don't know how to explain it. Like where you can upscale the resolution, all that stuff. It may look a little bit, well, for you guys it's probably gonna look fine. For me, I've got it blown up on like two screens here, bottom and top, so it looks a little pixely. But you can only do so much with that. You guys are seeing probably a much better screen to pixel ratio. I don't know if that's how you say it. All right. Yeah, I'm actually gonna post in my Discord what this looks like on my end. Where's you go with the cutscene play? Yeah. Also, downside, longer load times for scenes for some things. Maybe some stuttering. Yeah, that does not look bad. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna post in Discord how I'm playing this. I'm gonna post it under. What should we post it under? Let's see. There we go. We'll put it on this. But yeah, let's see. Posting there. There we go. Yeah, this is what I'm working with. It looks awesome. A giant 3DS that I can't like clamshell, but still. Let's stick this on the bottom. If you throw 3DS image. I would have to find it. I would have to find the image because I do not, for the life of me, remember where I put it. Like the actual image. I know where it is in here, but this is just a link to the thing. Let's see. Control. Oh God. Yeah, because that's the best I could do with like how it was. Let's see. It's all right. Let's see. Trying to think. I'd have to find it. Let's see. I have an idea of where it is. Sorry, my brain is all scattered because of. Yeah, I think I know where I have it. Like keep all my art files in one place. Let me see. Where is my external drive? Affinity files. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Doesn't take a billion years to load. How do I export it? So where did I export this damn thing? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, but thank you, Tara. Yeah, I did the best I could with what I had without ruining the edges themselves. Let's see. Oh, it's just thumbnails. I don't think I put it in thumbnails. I know it's in here because I remember seeing it in here. Oh, thank you, Tara. Let's see, where is you? It may actually, it might be. Oh, there it is. First image and layouts. Shit, make this bigger. I gotta make sure it's the one that's partially edited. I think that's it. Yeah. I can't tell if that's the one I edited technically already. Oh, nope. Yep, that was the image. Affinity is opening. Oh, God. Nope, that was the exported image. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, but thank you, Tara. I really appreciate that because yeah, I did the best I could with the damn thing. It was temperamental. I was proud of it. Wait, what's this? What the? Smart detection. What is this? Superstitious? Is that a? That's a. Oh my God! Automod actually did something useful. Holy shit! Holy shit! Automod did something useful. It stopped the viewbot, or stopped the viewbot advertiser. Holy shit! This is a miracle. This is a momentous day. It actually did something useful. Deny that. Hell yeah. Ah, yes, human. Also, speaking of which, I also have to do. Greece has redeemed standing, so okay, we're gonna have to unplug the 3DS for us to stand. Just do apologize, guys. The stress test is not going that well. Mostly because I know I gotta play, but we're dealing with some technical stuff I should have taken care of before stream. It does not help that my brain is tired as shit. Also, let's see if I can. Okay, All right. All right. Gotta make sure I put the timer on the 10 minutes. There we go. And play. Wait a minute. How long do I usually... It's been so long since Stand has been redeemed. I don't remember how long it's supposed to be for. Is it 10 minutes or... No, it's 30 minutes. Okay. That's right. It is 30 minutes. That's right. It's been so long. I forgot how long I set that for. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. But thank you, Tara. All right, I think this should be good for now. All right. Where did I put the controller? There it is. All right. All right, World 1. Time to actually test this. All right, the delay seems fine. Whoa! Yeah, and if the audio is too low, please let me know, guys, but because the audio kind of needs to be up a little bit. Oh, there goes the Goomba. I think this looks really cool, honestly. Oh! Alright, everything seems up. KBS is going up. Yeah, on the Arctic base, the little screen is of an igloo, and it has like the traffic on the bottom. As long as it stays under like 100 or 200, it usually does not have any visible lag. And of course, it's going to be different between 3DS game to 3DS game, which I think we will actually try Icarus Uprising or Kid Icarus Uprising. Because I tested a little bit when I was initially testing the dual screen setup I have going on here. But I want to test that out on stream because it is kind of graphically intensive. What the fuck? That's new. We're rich. That's a lot of moolah. Yeah, this is running really well. This is actually doing a lot better than the first time I tested this. And this time we're actually streaming while we're doing this. Oh, this is awesome. The fact that this is being cast from my 3DS itself is amazing. I love that. I love that so much. This looks so cool. Think about it. Now I can do like fire, because I do want to, because streaming the Fire Emblem games on the 3DS is a nightmare. The fact that this works would be amazing if we could stream that on here. Because A, I have all the DLC and stuff on it, which, first off, emulating DLC and stuff, or getting the DLC on that is annoying because there's like the third path that's only on DLC for Fire Emblem Fates. I think it's like Conquest and Birthright. And then there's the one in the middle, which I can't remember what the route is called, but it's the in-between route. The third, like the good route. The preferred route, if you think about it, I think it's the route where you don't have to choose between family or something, but you have to play the first two games first, or from both angles, and then go to that one. Which I think is how they initially want people to do that, which is probably why they released it as DLC. I think it actually only was not DLC for like the Fates edition, which was I think like $300 because it was bundled with a custom 3DS. I don't think the new 3DSs were out yet at the time, and it was expensive and still is expensive. I think it was Fire Emblem Fates, which was the special edition 3DS game combo that came with Conquest. I think was it actually? I think it may have been Conquest. I don't know. I don't remember what the DLC was called. But yeah, it would just make it so much easier just to play it through my 3DS, which is why we're testing this, because there's a lot of fun story games. I would love that this like system, the way it works or on here, would just make it so much easier for us to do. Oh god. Turn the volume up just a little bit, because we do need to listen for static and stuff too, or drops. It's crazy to me that this is working the way it is right now. Like, no joke. And in theory, the longer this goes, the more stable it is, because it like pre-caches or like builds up the cache as you play, which makes it just look a lot more stable. Like, my god, this is working a lot better than I was expecting it to when streaming at the same time. I was kind of concerned that, like, oh, since I'm going to be streaming at the same time that it's casting, it's going to cause some issues. But so far, this is working quite nicely. I think it's because it's like a 2.4 gigahertz connection, and that tends to be a lot more stable. Just slower, just very slow, like significantly slower. There we go. Da, da, da. Oh! That didn't happen. You saw nothing? Yeah, before this is done, though, we will be throwing up, like, a Kid Icarus Uprising. Just so that we can, just so we can test that out on stream, because that is a lot more intensive, because the scenes change a lot faster. Which means it cast, keep up, essentially. The cast, anyway. I was wondering what was going on there. It was all the coins. Let me guess. Yup. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. And if there is any lag, I can't tell. Yep, I figured that was gonna happen. Nope. Yeah, I can't tell if there's lag. It's from my perspective, instantaneous. And seemingly lag-free. God, I hope this is stable for the whole time, because my god. Oh god. We do need to work on the audio, though, because it is loud. Let's see. Because here's the thing. We have this set. How large is it for you guys? Let's see. Stream. Because we have to have this set very low. It just sounds loud at a higher volume for some reason. Which is not what I want it to be. Well, it's hard. It's weird. It's quiet on stream? Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. Like, are we talking whisper quiet? Let's see. There, that should be it, because the level I have it on for you guys right now is very loud for me. Thankfully, I have separate audio tracks, so we don't have to hear it at the same volume, thankfully. Now it's got volume? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know what it is about some, like, I think it's Citra in general. I don't know why. It's weird. Because I think we had that issue with Pokemon X and Y when we streamed it. Oh, okay, so we need probably the fire flower. Get that. And we will also be testing other, like, it will not just be this game. It wouldn't be a good test. Damn it. I'll take that. Ooh, can we go back to where the fire... I wonder how far it'll allow us to backtrack. Well, it would help if, you know, I use the fire flower. There we go. Holy shit! Okay. Well, I'm not getting that probably. Oh, nope, okay. Let's go. 3, 5, 4, bump. Damn it. I was kind of hoping to get that. Oh, if I made it there, I probably could have broken through with the... Okay. Oh. There we go. That made more sense. What the funniest thing is, I'm using a PS5 controller to play this right now. Oh god. There we go. There we go. Not perfection craze. We're just testing. We're just testing to see how it handles. And so far, I am... This is handling a lot better than I was expecting. I think we'll do one more level and we'll test it and we'll open up another game. I think I got Donkey Kong Country on here. But I don't want to cycle through because I think this game has proven that it's a stable connection. I do have to set it up every single time, so I will have to go on the BRB screen because I didn't realize it showed information. Got it. Oh, oh. That was a flying thing, right? Oh, only add the Tanuki suit. And there goes our... I don't know what it is. The small Mario just looks weird in 3D. He just looks like he's flattened out, you know? There we go. Okay, okay. Woo! There we go. There we go. I'll take that.
Time.
Alright. We're gonna save it on... You know what? Seems like a Bowser level. Do one more level. Oh, okay. We don't... Alright. We're one short. We'll do a Bowser's Castle level, and then we will change games. But yeah, it's so cool. Sorry for the rough start on it, too. Also, the late start. Ooh. Oh.
Oh
What the?
no!
Well, we're dead.
Oh.
Ooh, that looks really cool, Tara. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Ah, there's the button. Save the downloads for now, so I know where it is. I'll look at that a little later. Or we'll test. Actually, you know what? Probably set up right now, actually. Just gotta put it. Probably should put it actually in the. One second, just switch to the BRB screen just real quick. A lot of folders about to open up. Okay, let's see. Downloads. Let's see. Move this to. No, not to that. Oh, cut. And. Files. Layouts. Oh god, what just happened? Oh, that's what happened, okay. I'm gonna rename this so it's easier to find. Wait, no, no, not that. Just opened this paint by accident. Rename. There's the one. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna go back to the main layout. Oh, not the main layout, you know what I mean. Yes. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Brain is working slow right now. Now I'm gonna have to find it in here. Elements. Not overlay gallery? No, not that. Overlays. There we go. Please tell me I was smart enough to label this as 3DS. Yes, I was. I was smart enough. Upload files. Yep. We're gonna have to resize this a little bit. Upload. Resize. I need to get the thing itself. Alright. Not resize per se, but I can fix the crop so it like gets the same size. There we go. Huh. There we go. Okay, there we go. Phew. All right. For some reason, the crop was not saving. All right. Put this in the bigger mode so I can see it. Let's see. Just some of that, and bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, that looks really good, Tara. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Just gotta fix that a bit. Things might not be cropped right, but I can fix that later. For the video itself, yeah, a little bit. Let's just redo that all together. Oh, nope, there's our first audio dip. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, as perfect as one can get it without being zoomed all the way in. It's so hard to sound. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, but thank you so much again, Tara. That looks really clean. Yeah, but if there's any way I can repay you for that as well, don't hesitate to ask, because I will be happily willing to help a hand to whatever you need help with. Because yeah, between the human transformation and that, you have been very helpful with this stuff, and I very much appreciate it. There we go. That out. Yeah, I've got to learn how to remove those too at some point, because there's some other images I think I just have to go back and look. I know there's a way in like those editing apps, but I just can never find the combination. Yeah, I know what you mean. But when I try to remove artifacts, I make it worse. I make it look so much worse. All right. We're gonna do Bowser's Castle, and then we're gonna switch over to another game to just test. Also, I'm actually quite surprised that it took, how long have we been playing the game? 50 minutes before like an audio glitch happened where it stuttered. Actually, I'm gonna lower this a little bit for myself. A little loud for me. I don't know why it's loud for me, but normal for you guys. What am I doing? Go back down there. Get that one. There we go. Oh, shit. Oop. Oh, that's sick. There we go. That was weird. I was like, why am I not going up there? Okay, that thing's immune to fire. Kind of tracks. Uh-oh. There we go. I used Photoshop, added a new black box rim, and added an inner glow so the outer edge would be dark. Ooh, okay, okay. It looks really good. That's right, dry bones are functionally immortal, so... Oh, this looks like fun. Okay. Oh, God. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay, almost had it. There we go. Okay, turn me to fire. Damn it. Oh well. Don't think I got a lot for it, but... There we go. Well, oh God. Well, it's a good thing we have a flag. Wait a minute, we had a flag in there, damn it. That was not our last life. You put us back to where we were. Okay, good. I was about to say. I'm getting deja vu. Wasn't it the same thing? That time is a little better. There we go. Oh. Why I don't play platformers, I suck at them. Well, I guess I also have Mario Kart 7, technically, which we also can pull up, too. Okay, I gotta get my timing down better. Oh, shit. Okay, well... Nope! Yep, I saw that one coming. Alright. Save. I love how responsive this is. Right, I think we'll pull up. Yeah, that's right. I never set a home button for this, so it's not the one I wanted. But okay, top one, top one. All right, simulation stop. It should automatically stop down there as well. There we go. So I don't know if I have to open up. Actually, this will be a good test. Actually, let's see. I believe we're going to try Donkey Kong Country next. Donkey Kong Country Returns, specifically. I have to relaunch Arctic Base, actually. Yeah, I gotta relaunch Arctic Base. Close. Oh, God. Oh, that's the standing alarm. There we go. Oh, I gotta love it. All right. We can sit now. Oh, man. Man, so far I'm loving this. All right, let's get Arctic Base back up and running. Because the only annoyance is you have to keep going back and forth in there, but this is good. We can test it out. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna put this over here, and hopefully it doesn't start. Oh no, that might start with the exit button. Yeah, let me get music going while we wait. I did it again. There we go. Get Donkey Kong Country going. I'll connect to Arctic Base. Oh yeah, it has to wait till it connects and then we can put it over. I love the moment I saw that you could split the screens up. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a blast." And the load times, even though they're increased by a couple of seconds, then it's not even that bad. Okay, we're gonna plug this back in because I don't know how fast this is draining the battery. Better safe than sorry. Any buttons? There we go. We'll slow down there. All right. Mostly in the audio department. I know they made this game for the Switch 2 or the Switch itself. There we go. That would do your game. This mode has 3 hearts by default, and there is a wider variety of items available. That's fine. 2 mode. One player. Loading. Loading. Any second now. Any second now. Oof. That looks a little iffy, but you know, it's a 3DS game, so. Na, 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 na. At least lets me see how it handles cutscenes. I gotta see what I have this scaled up to, because it does look good. Because I have it blown up for me. For you guys, it probably looks a little better because it's on a smaller screen. For me, it's the top and bottom screen are blown up. Banana. Banana. Pretty high right now. Well, high for its connections. Right now at 320 kbs on the 3DS itself. So yeah, 1 second. I gotta see what I have this configured too in terms of graphics. Let's see. Turns off. Alright, there we go. Simulation file. Figure current game. System. Yep, new 3DS mode. Enhancements. We have it times 6. I don't know how we can have it. Okay, so it's as best as it can be at the moment. The cutscenes just look a little rough because they're blown up, but the main gameplay I think will look just fine. Where? Oh yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, the game itself looks good. The cutscenes look a little iffy. Ah. There we go. Oh, ads about to start. So the ads have the worst timing. Oh God! Well. Oh man. So why is a pig the tutorial? There we go. Does look a little iffy, but I think that's just because it's, you know, what'd you call it, 3DS game? On a bigger screen, so of course it's gonna look iffy, not to mention the frame rate wasn't exactly the best on the 3DS, but, you know, it doesn't help to have it blown up. Let's see, can the stylus do anything down here? No, I think this is a tracker. I have to find a way to get the mouse to not be visible at the bottom screen. Nope. We're just gonna go barreling through. Whee! Oh god, okay, that's just mean. Yep. I suck at this. Alright guys, we're gonna pause it right here. We're gonna go onto the chatting window. And we're gonna run the ad. I'll see you guys in a second. Because it's sneaking up on us. Sorry about that, guys. I probably should have waited. My brain is working a little slow today. Yeah, this is so cool. And yeah, for those who are in the Discord, you guys can see what the setup looks like here. What I'm looking at. Let's see, where did I put it? I put it in selfies and fun pictures. Was it pictures? I don't know. Selfies and fun photos. That's what it was. If you guys wanted to check out what my setup is at the moment. Which I think looks pretty damn cool, in my opinion. With the drawing tablet with the style, it's just a giant 3DS setup. Yeah, it looks a little iffy, and some of the images look a little blown up, but hey, when you get into the gameplay, outside the cutscenes, the gameplay looks amazing. Honestly, the fact that I'm casting this to this emulator, and all the save data and processing is happening on the, or the game is being... Actually, I don't know how it's working, because we're able to upscale the game through the emulator, but it's still casting from a system where it's saving the save data. I don't know how it's working, honestly. I honestly do not know how this works. I just hope it keeps working, you know? Because this is amazing. And it's not bad. I'd say this is very viable for streams, from what I can see so far. I know we're gonna go through the next few games at a kind of a rapid pace because I do want to end around 2 o'clock a.m. I mean, as you guys can see above my head, it's 1:36 a.m. You know, we were talking about Pokemon, and we just at the beginning, and it was great, but I lost track of time. So we did lose out a little bit of time, and then I had to reset some stuff. And, you know, I did say this is going to be a scuff stream. There's going to be a lot of scuff. But hey, that was to be expected. It was not supposed to be a perfect stream today. It was just a test to see how well this works, and it is. Holy shit, it's working. I can't believe it's working. This is amazing. Ooh, and because we play a lot of grindy games too, because there's a lot of JRPGs and RPGs on there, I can just, if there's any time I need a grind, I can just, because all the save data is on the 3DS, which is great, because I can just keep it there and just use it for if I just need to grind something, instead of having to turn on the computer and just casting it for like a grind session. It's just on the 3DS. Sadly, it does not work for DS games or virtual console games that are on there, unfortunately. Thankfully, there's other means for that, but still. Oh, hey, the ads are done. All right. It should be the last ad break before we end this, thankfully. So we should not be going for another hour. Emphasis on should. Because like I said, I do have a doctor's appointment, so. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna go a little further. I want to try to see if we get to this first level, see if there's like a cutscene. And try get through it. Trial and error. Okay, that's the button I'm looking for. Ready for you this time. Yep, I mistyped that severely. Holy crap. Whee! Got it. Yeah, double alive. Let's go. Oh, that's cool. Up and 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 up. Ah. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a checkpoint. So there we go. Jetpack. How do I get over there, though? That's what I want to know. Oh, okay. I'll do it. Here, we got one letter. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, that is really cool. Continue. I was wondering you could play this game without the touchscreen. I got distracted. Alright, we're gonna do another level of this, and then we will switch on over to honestly, Kid Icarus Uprising, because I think that's gonna be like the real test. There's a lot of scene transitions in that game. I know we're going through this like very fast, but it's again the more we switch and go back and forth and switching it back and forth, the more of a test it is. I'd say. I don't know. Yeah, like load time like this, longer load time. Which I'm fine with because it's only by like a few seconds, and I'm fine with that. That is a-okay in my book. My God, I am tired. My brain's not functioning. Honestly, I consider this kind of a successful test. Yeah, there are games on here I do want to stream at some point. I don't have brain power to do this. There we go. There we go. This is level. Oh man, my brain cannot do platformers right now. Alright. Not bad at all. Kind of audio. Sidetrack. There we go. Now we're gonna try Kid Icarus Uprising. We're gonna try the first level of that. I guess it's a very long, extended level. Hit the home button. We got our Arctic base. Stop this in a few seconds here. Oh, there we go. Communication error. Yep, I figured. All right. Opening up Arctic base again because you have to keep opening and closing it for this to work. There we go. Again, we're going to move this over so that the address doesn't show up. We're going to run Kid Icarus. Open. Well, Kid Icarus Uprising specifically. File. Check the Arctic base. Yes. May take a second. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm very happy with the results of tonight. That streaming does not affect it whatsoever, or the using the the internet whatsoever is not affecting the casting quality for the most part. Why is that full screen? No, 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 no. No. There we go. Now F11. There we go. Oof. All right, I'm gonna have to get my stylus out because it kind of has to work with this one. I have to use the stylus for this. So the controller in one hand, the stylus in the other. This is, yep, because like I said, we used this to test it before. Hello. Yeah, you guys are gonna see the mouse there. I gotta find a way to turn that off.
Before you head out, Pit, let me explain the basics.
That would be great.
This game has 3 basic controls. Move with the circle pad.
Yeah, I get it. Well, actually, we could have probably just kept watching that because that does help with the. All right, it's all right. There's plenty of cutscenes that go on as we're playing it too. So this is the one that I was kind of worried about the
Sorry
most.
To keep you waiting.
Not that I plan on streaming this one, but it's a really good test for the emulator.
But now it's time to fight. The underworld army's invading.
Whoa.
Because now we use both the top and bottom screen, so it looks better on there too.
Use the L button to fire.
Oh.
You can target enemies
There we go.
with the stylus.
Pew, 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 pew.
These are underworld troops. Are you saying Medusa's been
Resurrected, yes. Though the goddess of darkness was
Oh,
defeated
yeah,
long
probably want
ago,
to fire.
she's back now.
I found there were no consequences for not firing, but it doesn't really demonstrate the effort that went into getting this all set up. Yeah, guys, if anybody has a drawing tablet and a second monitor and wants to play their 3DS games like this, it's really cool.
Crash my homecoming party. This really doesn't look like much of a party. What better way to celebrate my return?
This is really fun and really cool, and honestly, I was very giddy when they was testing this and it worked for the first time a few days ago. I was like so happy. This is so cool. It looks like I'm actually using a 3DS. It's awesome. I technically am using a 3DS, sorta.
I can't believe
Casting,
I'm
but still.
actually flying.
The power of flight is my gift to you. I'll control your route so you can focus on battle. But I can only maintain this power for 5 minutes at a time. After that, your wings will burn up and you'll fall.
You have no idea how embarrassing it is to be an angel who can't fly on his own. So thanks for your help. Without you, I'd be finished.
Oh god. It is a little awkward though because I've got my controller in my one hand and the stylus on the other, and it is it is a little disorienting. I'll be very honest with that.
Looking to you. You can adjust the feeling of depth using the 3D slider on the right.
Ah, yes, the overrated 3D slider.
Now they're attacking the town? This isn't right!
The people need your help. I better get you over there.
Keep mistaking the stylus control for the movement control. Like,
Do you hear that? Do you hear the people's cheers? They're celebrating the return of the goddess Palatine.
Despite the underworld invasion, the people haven't lost hope. It's our duty to protect them.
well, if you saw these goofy little critters coming out from the underworld, would you be afraid of them or just be like, "Aw"?
Now it's time to battle
Oh
on land.
God, the freaking quality
On
of
land, you
image
can use
quality
the
on that.
touchscreen to
Jesus.
change the direction you're facing.
So I can quickly change the way I'm facing by flicking the stylus.
And you can tap the touchscreen to stop.
Then I could use the circle pad to move forward.
Quickly flick the circle pad in
Such
any
an
direction to
awkward
dash
movement
that way.
system, by the
Hold
way.
it to run.
For when I
Combining
test this,
dashes
it
with
is like,
different
ooh.
attacks really gives me a lot of options.
You can also use dashes to dodge enemy fire. Wait for enemy fire to get close to you, then flick the circle pad to dodge out of the way. Take a look at the How to Play area to learn about many other techniques.
Man, it's so cool. Look at this. It's so cool. You gotta figure out a way to get the mouse to not show up
First
there,
things
then it'd be
first,
perfect.
Try turning left, Pit.
Left, right. This is... I'm gonna be honest, I very much questioned the person who, you know, decided that this was how they wanted the movement controls to work, but in this game... I mean, I get it. You wanted to utilize and show off the controls of the 3DS, but come on.
So wipe out as many monsters as you can.
I'm on it.
Pew, pew, pew.
Click
Gotcha.
the stylus left or right to change direction quickly.
Huh. Like spinning a globe.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, but this is where I always stop it. It's working a lot better than it did when I was testing this before, which I'm... Okay, I spoke too soon. Because I want to use this on streams, because there's a lot of scene transitions that will mess with the...
What was that?
Or will really test it out,
This is
honestly.
evil beast in the Colosseum. You need to hurry there. Try eliminating nearby enemies with melee attacks. You'll switch between melee and ranged shots automatically.
I'll stack up the melee attacks to serve up a combo meal of pain.
Cake. There we go. What's this do? There we go. Okay, now we run like a normal person. Holy shit. Oh boy.
Twin Bellows!
The Underworld's faithful watchdog.
Old Pit's
okay.
some new tricks. Now play dead!
Bad boy. Bad boy.
Try
Sit.
circling left
Stay.
or right as
Oh
you
god, he's not
Keep
listening.
your range focused on the enemy.
Oh, I noticed it's Cerberus, but this is a two-headed dog, not a three-headed dog.
Listen well, Medusa. Your days of darkness are numbered. Prepare
This
to
upscales
meet the
really
light.
well.
Let's return for now.
be honest.
This was just our first step in defeating Medusa.
But yeah. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Oh, the fact that this works. Yeah, like I said, we're just at the one. Well, let's see how the next chapter does. Honestly, I want to say because the first chapter, yeah, the second chapter. What the heck? Would be nice for a tutorial there, but yeah. Does this make me hopeful for if I ever want to play Pokemon Rangers in the future, I'll be able to do that more easily?
And we're off. Ah, this weather's nasty.
Yes, but your next mission can't wait.
I love the
You must defeat
soundtrack.
Dark Lord Gallo.
Dark Lord? Seriously? Hasn't the Dark Lord thing been done to death already?
He's earned it. He's working for Medusa. Her forces are coming from his castle.
Oh
A
god.
human army is going to fight him, but they don't stand a chance.
So what you're saying is we need a brave hero to face a Dark Lord?
I suppose it is an old story. But don't forget, this is the underworld army we're dealing with. And anybody with the title Dark Lord won't be some low-level minion.
So what are we talking? Mini boss? Final boss? Well, whatever. I hope this Dark Lord's hungry for a hot plate of punishment.
Can't believe how well this plays. I'm gonna be honest. This is
Where
awesome.
else would it be coming from?
Sorry. I guess that was pretty obvious.
If you don't watch out, we'll be having barbecued angel tonight. And those spicy angel wings sound tasty. I'd best get you out of there.
Plus, chicken is much more economical! Ah, much better.
You still have to watch out for fire from underworld troops. Let's get you headed toward land.
Oh god! I was not paying attention. Whoo! Ow. I see why people like this game. Or sing its praises. Okay, yep, there's another hiccup. That's fine. That's negligible.
How in the world would the human army make it across these mountains by foot?
Because here's the thing, the Citra emulator is buggy as it is too sometimes, so it would do that.
Maybe I can fly.
It would do that on a regularly, even if I weren't casting
But I'm
it, so...
eternally grateful for your help.
Woo! Oh boy!
Let's make our way underground. It's not the most cheerful place, is it?
The underworld baddies seem to like it.
I suppose it makes sense they feel at home underground.
It'd be like living in a basement.
Oh, as someone who lives in a basement, I assure you, this is not as nice as a basement. I assure you. There's way too much light in here for it to be a
Pit
basement.
behind you!
Let me at him.
I'll control your flight path so you don't run into anything. Just focus on shooting and dodging.
Got it.
Oh god, what was that? I popped a...
Dark Lord Gallo's castle is up ahead.
Okay.
But what about that wall?
Don't worry, I'll help you over.
Oh!
Wahoo!
G-force in my
It's fun, right?
It's fun right as we're being shot at and stabbed at Mach speed.
Yeah!
What does this button do? Oh, okay. It's a super.
The people will never defeat Gowl with the underworld.
Okay, I can honestly see why people like sing the praises of this game.
They need
Like,
our
holy shit.
Normally I'd agree with you, but
help. What is it?
do you remember how long the power of flight lasts?
5 minutes?
And remember what happens when it runs out?
My wings burn up?
We don't have time to assist the people. We have to go straight for Gowl. I'll take you into the castle. From there, it's up to you to face the Dark Lord.
Comes out of the castle. Hey guys, we beat the Dark Lord. All the people are gone.
Roger. Get ready for a display of raw angel power.
Yeah, after this level, we'll probably call it. I was gonna do some Mario Kart things, but unfortunately, I think this test was a success, and we may have some 3DS games in the future for like a full playthrough of stuff, which I am very much looking forward to. I've got ideas. There's Fire Emblem. There's Zelda, Link Between Worlds. There's a lot. There's a lot we could do. If I could have sworn, I remember that there was a downside
this is
to
the Dark Lord's
casting.
castle.
Yes.
And that's the
you
bottom
must
screen
have
was a lower
scrambled to build it
resolution,
after
a lower
Medusa's
frame rate,
resurrection.
but I'm not
He's using
noticing
the castle
that,
as a stronghold
honestly.
for underworld monsters. Monsters designed to wreak havoc and sow
Seems pretty
sadness.
comparable.
Are you excited?
Yeah. It's like a birthday party where everyone wants to kill me.
Make your way to the Great Hall down on the first floor.
Honestly, may not even go through the rest of this level, but I'm just curious. Go a little further.
This must be the Great Hall.
At the top of the stairs, there's a door with switches
Wait.
across from it.
Switches, huh? That probably means I should hit them.
Very perceptive of you, Pit.
Cool one. Yeah. Sadly, we must retreat. As much as I would love to go longer, I do have to get up for a doctor's appointment in the morning and to stop. We're stopping earlier than what I would because honestly, probably not going to get to bed until like 30 minutes later. But that's because that's why. Because usually it takes a bit to sign off and all that stuff and turn everything off, and then by that time, so ending 30 minutes before falling asleep, so I can get ready for bed. Probably a good thing. Like I can't even do words right now. What time today I thought it would be? It's Monday. I shouldn't be this tired. There we go. That was fun. I'm gonna be on that. That was yeah. Oh man. That was, in my opinion, a success. We are definitely going to be doing that method for streaming 3DS games in the future, minus Pokemon games, because of course we like to do that with PokeLink and stuff like that, and randomizing it, and it's just a lot easier to do that off the system than it is to do it on the system. So Pokemon are an exception, and of course regular DS games, and you know, can't do that to there. But 3DS games, anytime we want to play one, absolutely going to be casting it using Arctic base, because this was a success. We had no disconnections, a few stutters here and there. It was all pretty negligible, honestly. Like, yeah. And if you guys want to check out what the setup looks like, in my Discord under selfies and fun photos, you will see what I'm looking at, essentially, or how I have it set up, essentially. It just looks like a massive 3DS. It looks so cool. dude. When I first like put it up with like you like testing it out uh on Kid Icarus there, or that game a couple days ago, I was so giddy, like with it actually working and the fact that it was responsive. I was so excited. I was so excited. But yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, what games do we have on here that we could technically stream in the future? We got quite a few. Nothing on this page. We got this actually might be a viable way to play Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate because of the controller. They do have the game on here. Fire Emblem Awakening, could stream that. Conquest. Oh yeah, Soul Hackers 1. Oh yeah, that's right. They did do a Soul Hackers sequel. Some Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Ace Attorney, but we also have that on the Switch. We do have oh yeah, that's right. We do have Animal Crossing. We have Animal Crossing Welcome Amiibo or New Leaf on here as well. But let's see what else we have. And that's just the games that I don't have a physical of. Those are my digital games. Oh, that's right. We have Detective Pikachu. We got mystery dungeon games on here we could play. Oh my god, we can actually play Detective Pikachu. Holy shit, because they never remade that game. Also, I have not heard, because I know like Detective Pikachu 2 came out. How many Detective Pikachu games are there? Let's see. Where's my phone? Let's see. How many Detective Pikachu games are there? Was there a second 3DS Detective Pikachu game? Wasn't there like a second one that wasn't really a sequel? Or am I thinking of... What am I thinking of? There was Detective Pikachu Returns, the first one. I could have sworn there was like a middle one, an awkward middle one that was in between. Because yeah, we can absolutely stream Detective Pikachu, the original game, because that would be awesome. Holy shit. Because we absolutely can do that. I could have sworn there was the other one. I do need to pick up Detective Pikachu Returns. Yeah. Metacritic score for Detective Pikachu Returns. Just to give me a 66? That's not bad. Just think, that game was released and then nobody talked about it. Not a single person. It came and went and people forgot about it. Yeah, I do have Detective Pikachu. We have Super Mystery Dungeon, which I don't know if that's good or bad game, but that'd be something we could stream. That's Pokemon, but not something. We have Detective Pikachu and Super Mystery Dungeon. There's definitely games we could stream because we don't need PokeLink for that. Well, we don't need PokeLink in general, but still. So others, nobody already looked in there. Let's see the other digital games we got. We got several things. Oh yeah, that's right. We got the Dragon Quest games. Oh, dude, we can actually stream the Dragon Quest games. I know they remastered 7, but we could play that shit on here. I've never really played a. Let's see. We got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I know we got Inside Story, but that one I do have an idea for, because there's an awkward, because you have to turn the screen's on its side. That there is, I do have an idea for that. For at least you guys. It's going to look awkward for me, but it's going to look normal for you guys. I promise you that. It'll look absolutely normal for you guys. For me, it's going to look awkward. It's going to look stupid, essentially. For me. For you guys, it's going to look normal. But I have not pulled the trigger on setting that up. Here we got Link Between Worlds. Zelda Triforce. Shin Megami Tensei 4. I think I also got Apocalypse on here. Bravely Default 1. I think they got remastered. We got Samus Returns. Yep, we got Dragon Quest 7, but that's got remastered. But we have the 3DS version, which, with how well that worked, that's fantastic. We have Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King, which because of how well that worked, we could absolutely play that on here. Because I am interested in the Dragon Quest games. Specifically, I do want to play the ones on the Switch. I do have Dragon Quest 3 remastered on the Switch. I do need to get the other two at some point. Just gotta wait for when that sale goes on, because every so often, without realizing, or before you know it, like under your nose, Nintendo will put it on sale for like half off. Because that's what happened with 3. I got that for like $30, 35 bucks. From the $60 it was. It was just randomly on sale, and I do want to get those because I love the HD2D remake or HD2D vibe so much. It looks so cool. But we also could just, I lost my train of thought there. I don't think they might remaster. Well, they did. They remastered 7, so they may remaster Dragon Quest 8. I also know in Dragon Quest 7, they left out some stuff, although I would love to see that on the Switch too. I am glad they are bringing over stuff from here over to there. It's really cool that they're doing that. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I'm thinking of. I know what I'm confusing Detective Pikachu, a third Detective Pikachu game for. Bravely Default. That's the one that had the 2 games on the 3DS, but technically didn't have a second game, which was a direct sequel. It was Bravely Default 1, and then it was Bravely Second, End Lair. That was technically the sequel, but then they actually made Bravely Default 2 on the Switch. So that's what I was thinking of. It was that awkward middle game in there, which I don't think it has anything to do with the first game, actually. I'd have to look into that. Attack on Titan, Humanity Exchange on here. Dragon Ball Fusions. Yeah, there's quite a few games we have on here. Mario Kart 7. Don't know why we streamed that on here. But yeah, I don't know which Dragon Quest we'd start with, though, if we ever did. Because here's the thing, you do not need those games don't have to play in order. I mean, the first 3, I think you would have to, because they actually do take place within a certain amount of time of each other. But yeah, but 7 and 8, you can play that in any order. 7, I do have 9. I actually do have the DS game. For it, I think Dragon Quest 9, I think it was. Don't have 10. I think 10 was a mobile online game or an MMO. I think. Wait a minute. Let me look up Dragon Quest 10 real quick. Was there a Dragon Quest 10? It was never released outside of Japan. As an MMORPG for the Wii. Okay. What is with the 10th games being like MMOs in certain JRPGs? I'm pretty sure before there was Final Fantasy 14 online, there was a Final Fantasy online game, though I think it was Final Fantasy 11. I think there was like an augur, because Final Fantasy 11. Here, let's look this up. What was Final Fantasy 11? Was a seminal MMO. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it was about the games, JRPGs within that number range that were MMOs, but I'm assuming they were around the same time as each other, so they're probably copying, or somebody was copying the other somewhere along there. Alright, so yeah, don't have those. But I do have 9. I do have Dragon Quest 9 on the DS. Don't remember what I paid for. I think I only paid like $40 for it. I was like, that's a steal for a game that's as rare as that, or as hard to find. You take this. See, I have Dragon Quest 1. We have 2, 3. Technically, I do. I don't have the. I do need to get the. I do have. I have them on my phone. I have it on my phone. Excuse me. I do have it on my phone. I'm trying to think. I do have 1 through 3. I do need to probably pick up. Well, honestly, there's no need to pick up the original retro pack that's on the Switch because of the HD2 remakes, 2D remakes. But technically, I do have 1 through 3. 4. I don't know what 4 was. 4 and 5. I don't. Let's see. What systems has Dragon Quest 4 and 5 come out on? Heavenly Bride was released on the following system: Super Famicom, Nintendo DS. Okay, remake released in 2008, North America and Europe. Okay. Actually, yeah, I think I have them on my phone. I got 1 through 3. Yeah, let me just look it up because I know I have them. I think I went to the wrong thing. No, I didn't. Dragon. Yeah, Quest. Why is it not popping up? Well, I think it's only showing when I've downloaded. All right, we go to the App Store here. I bought them all on here, but I do not like the form factor, like at all. I should have tested it one at a time. Let's see. Let's see what I got on here. It does not sound. Oh my god, that does not sound like the soundtrack we're listening to. So I'm not a fan of Spotify. Let's see, Dragon Quest 1. Dragon Quest 5, I have that on here. Yep, and 4. Yeah, I have those both on here. 4, 5, and 6. Those are the only ones I don't have. Did Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6 get NDS remakes? 4, 5, and 6, the Xenthia trilogy all received remakes. Yeah. So I have almost every single Dragon Quest game except for. I do have 11, except for 4, 5, and 6. Well, technically I do have them. Technically I could stream them. I hate the form factor that they force you to use. But I would not be surprised if they plan on doing that trilogy next for an HD 2D remake. If they did that, I'd be ecstatic. That'd be awesome. Sadly, I don't think they would do that. Sadly, I don't think they will do that for 8. I know they remade 7. I'm losing my train of thought here. I should really get off for the night. Yeah, technically, even though it's not my favorite form factor because it's on the phone, I do technically have every single Dragon Quest game for the most part, old and new and all that stuff. All right, we can turn this off now. There we go. Yeah, guys, we're gonna see who's on because I am super tired. I do gotta wake up early. Let's see. No, the Alchemist is not on anymore. Let's see. We were gonna raid them, but I blabbed for too long. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Pharaoh's on. He's currently playing some Killer Instinct. Let's go raid him. There we go. My brain is working very slowly today or tonight. Words are not getting to me. after the ads play. Yeah, guys, this has been fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been a blast. This has been a big success in terms of testing the casting capability while I'm streaming of the 3DS, which honestly I think has a lot to do with it being a 2.4 gigahertz connection, which is a solid connection. It's just super slow. But because it's on that channel, essentially on that channel by itself, and it's like a multi-channel setup because it's this Wi-Fi 6E router and stuff, and everything else doesn't use everything else I use aside from the controller's dongle does not use a 2.4 gigahertz connection. And yeah, I think it's because it's like very few things are on that channel in this house that it was working well, and plus the router is right there technically. So yeah, that went. Yeah, that was a really good test run, and I'm so happy because now we get the sky's the limit with every game I have on there. It'll make it so much easier to stream them. It'll be so much easier to use it, and like if we do end up playing some Dragon Quest games in the future, probably not 7 on there. We may just hold 7. I don't know. Should we play 7 on the 3DS where it was originally? I don't know, it was not originally released, but re-released. Because I know they took out some content that is technically in the 3DS version, but I don't know. But they also streamlined some stuff in the newer one, so yeah, maybe we'll get our hands on that one in the future. But hey, we got that other 3DS one on here, which I think would be really cool to use. But yeah, I'm excited to use it. I don't know what we'll do first on there. As a game, maybe we'll pick a 3DS game to play next as our next playthrough, and just have a longer test of its capability and how stable it can really be. I just don't know what game we'd play. I'd have to look. There's quite a few. I'd have to look up. I also have, let's see. There it is. I have the physical cards too, which I don't know which 3DS games I have in there. I know I have a lot of Pokemon ones. Let's see. God, I wish we could do that. I wish you could cast 3DS games too, but sadly we cannot have everything. One, Ruby, Ultra Sun. Oh, that's right. I do have Zelda Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. Oh, we have Fire Emblem Echoes as well. Okay, so I don't have a lot of physical 3DS games, sadly. I do have Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, so we could play the 3DS version of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which would be nice to have that second screen as a reference. But I don't know. I'd have to check to see how well received the 3DS version was. So honestly, I don't think there'd be that many differences because actually, yeah, we might do that. Zelda in the future. I don't know if that would be the next playthrough because that'd be quite a bit of playthrough. Oh, I do have Tales of the Abyss. Ooh, that'd be a fun Tales game to play. I've never played that one before. But yeah, I do have the physical card for that. Gotta test to see if it works though too. But then again, it's so hard. I'm torn between playing that on the newer on the PS2 on the older because it can upscale that better, but because it just granted I've never upscaled it before or they upscaled the 3DS version of it, so I don't know. It could look better. It could have the same effect we had when we played Parasite Eve, where we upscaled that shit or figured out we could upscale that shit and made it look really cool. Because I think when we played Parasite Eve, that was the first time we discovered we could do that, or we could upscale, and it looked amazing. So maybe. Yeah, you know what? I will test that later, though, when I'm not about to pass out. But anyway, guys, I blabbed your ears off long enough. We're gonna get this raid started. Just like to thank everybody who stopped by today, everybody chatted, lurked, all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Jenny, for the bits, Grease for the resub, and the jump scare. and the redeems and all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. And thank you, Tara, for your help too, and offering to smooth out the what is it? The what's the name? The artifacting. That's the word. Yep, got it. Took a second. And I remembered the word. I knew it started with an A. But yeah, but thank you so much. That was very nice. And yeah, guys, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna get out of here before I start going into an outro loop of me just talking. Let's see. Yummy. We're gonna raid on over. Hey guys, like I said, thank you again so much for joining me today. You guys have been awesome. And as always, have a nice night. Stay safe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.